Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, bordered by rolling hills and sparkling streams, there lived a crow named Kavi. Unlike the other birds, Kavi was not known for his beautiful plumage or melodic songs. His feathers were glossy black, and his call was a raspy caw that echoed through the trees. Yet, he possessed something rare, a restless curiosity and a longing for happiness that set him apart from his peers. From his perch high in the ancient banyan tree, Kavi watched the world below. He observed the robins as they danced and sang at dawn, the peacocks as they fanned their iridescent tails, and the sparrows as they chirped in joyful flocks. He envied them, wondering why happiness seemed to come so effortlessly to others, while he felt a void deep within. Was happiness something that only came to those who were blessed with beauty or talent? Or was there a secret path that he hadn't yet discovered? One morning, as the golden sun rose above the horizon, Kavi set out on a journey. He decided that he would not return to his nest until he found the true meaning of happiness. With determination in his heart, he spread his wings and soared into the sky, ready to seek answers far beyond the familiar boundaries of his home. The first creature Kavi encountered on his journey was a wise old owl named Anaya, who lived in the hollow of a grand oak tree. Her eyes sparkled with the wisdom of countless years, and she greeted Kavi kindly. "Why do you look so troubled, young crow?" Anaya asked in her gentle voice. Kavi explained his quest, sharing his doubts and fears. "I want to be happy like the other birds, but I don't know how. Can you tell me the secret to happiness?" Anaya smiled, her feathers rustling softly. "Happiness, Kavi, is not something that can be given or found. It is something that grows within you, like a seed. To nurture it, you must first understand yourself, your gifts, your strengths, and what brings your heart to life. Journey onward and seek the truth, not in the world, but within." Thanking Anaya, Kavi continued his journey, carrying her words in his heart like a guiding lantern. As he flew over fields of wildflowers, he noticed a butterfly fluttering gracefully from bloom to bloom. The butterfly, delicate and radiant, seemed to embody pure joy. "Excuse me, butterfly," Kavi called. "You look so happy and carefree. How do you do it?" The butterfly landed gently on a daisy and replied, "I do not worry about becoming a bird or longing for the sky. I simply embrace who I am. I savor the sweetness of each flower and live fully in every moment." Sometimes, happiness is about accepting yourself and finding beauty in the life you already have. Kavi pondered this, realizing how much time he had spent wishing to be someone else. Perhaps he needed to appreciate his own unique qualities. After all, no other bird in the forest could soar as high or solve puzzles as cleverly as he did. Was it possible that his differences were gifts in disguise? As the days passed, Kavi encountered many creatures, each offering their own perspective. A squirrel, busy storing nuts for winter, taught him the value of preparation and hard work. A turtle basking in the sunlight by a pond spoke of patience and the peace that comes from taking life slowly. One evening, as the sky blushed with the colors of dusk, Kavi landed beside a babbling brook. There he found a small injured dove. Her wing was twisted, and she looked up at Kavi with eyes full of pain. Without hesitation, Kavi gathered twigs and leaves, building a soft nest for the dove. He brought her water and searched for food, tending to her needs day after day. As he cared for the dove, he felt a warmth blossoming inside him, a gentle joy he hadn't known before. In giving his time and compassion, Kavi discovered the power of kindness. The dove, grateful for his help, whispered, "You have given me hope." Sometimes, happiness is found in lifting others, even when your own wings feel weary. Kavi realized that happiness was not a destination, but a journey. It was woven from the threads of self-acceptance, gratitude, kindness, and connection. Each lesson he learned was like a feather in his wing, lifting him higher. Inspired by his discoveries, Kavi returned to his forest home. He no longer envied the other birds, for he understood that every creature's happiness was unique. Instead, he embraced his role as the clever, resourceful crow, helping friends, solving problems, and bringing laughter to those around him. His days were filled with purpose, and his heart overflowed with gratitude. He found joy in simple pleasures, the warmth of the sun, the whisper of the wind, the company of friends. Whenever doubt crept in, he remembered the wisdom he had gathered on his journey. Kavi's story is not just about a crow, but about all of us. Each of us seeks happiness, often imagining it lies just beyond our reach. We compare ourselves to others, wishing for different lives, different gifts. Yet, like Kavi, we must learn that happiness is not found in what we lack, but in embracing who we are, cherishing what we have, and sharing our light with the world. We all have moments when we feel like outsiders, when our voices seem harsh, our colors dull, or our dreams out of place. But it is in those very moments that our greatest growth begins. Like the crow, we can choose to embark on a journey of self-discovery, learning from every challenge and every friend along the way. Happiness is a mosaic, built from small acts of courage, kindness, and gratitude. It is the courage to step beyond your comfort zone, to ask questions, to seek answers, even when they seem elusive. It is the kindness you offer to others, the smile, the helping hand, the listening ear. It is the gratitude you cultivate for the beauty that surrounds you, no matter how simple or fleeting. You do not need to have the brightest feathers or the sweetest song to be happy. Your happiness is yours to shape, and it is often found in the very places you least expect. When you help someone in need, when you chase a dream, when you forgive yourself for mistakes and celebrate your victories, these are the moments that light the path to happiness. As you go about your own journey, remember Kavi's lessons. Embrace your uniqueness. Do not waste time wishing to be someone else, for your gifts are meant to shine in their own way. Cherish the friendships and connections you make, for they are the true treasures of life. Practice kindness, not just to others, but to yourself. And above all, be grateful for every sunrise, every challenge, every moment of joy. There will be days when happiness feels distant, when storms cloud the sky and your wings feel heavy. In those moments, recall the words of the wise old owl. Happiness is a seed within you, waiting to be nurtured. Even in the darkest times, it can grow, if you care for it with patience and love. Let Kavi's journey inspire you to look within, to seek meaning not in comparison, but in self-discovery. Let it remind you that happiness is not about perfection, but about progress, about learning, growing, and finding purpose in each step you take. Imagine waking each morning with a sense of curiosity, ready to uncover the gifts of the day. Imagine facing challenges with resilience, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Imagine spreading kindness wherever you go, leaving trails of hope and laughter in your wake. This is the power you hold, the journey you can choose. Do not be afraid to start. The path to happiness is not a straight line, nor is it the same for everyone. It winds through forests of uncertainty, over hills of doubt, and across streams of change. But with each step, you gather wisdom, strength, and joy. If you feel lost, remember Kavi's story. Begin by accepting yourself, just as you are. Find joy in small moments. Lend a hand to those in need. Celebrate your progress, however modest, and keep moving forward, trusting that happiness will meet you along the way, not as a sudden destination, but as a constant companion. In the end, happiness is not about what you have or what you lack. It is about how you see the world and your place within it. It is about loving yourself, embracing your journey, and sharing your gifts with others. You have the power to shape your own happiness, to build a life filled with meaning, purpose, and joy. So, as you listen to the story of Kavi, the crow who searched for happiness, let it be a mirror for your own journey. Let his courage remind you that it is never too late to seek joy, to learn, to grow. Let his discoveries spark a fire within you, a determination to live fully, to love deeply, and to find happiness not in the distant future, but in the precious now. Your journey, like Kavi's, will be filled with challenges and triumphs, with moments of doubt and bursts of inspiration. But through it all, remember, happiness is not something you find. It is something you create, moment by moment, with every choice, every act of kindness, every breath of gratitude. May you carry these lessons with you, as Kavi did, and may your journey lead you to a life of happiness, one that shines from within and lights the way for others. And in the quiet moments, when you sit atop your own banyan tree and watch the world below, may you feel the deep contentment that comes from knowing you are exactly where you are meant to be, unique, worthy, and wonderfully alive. For happiness, after all, is not a distant dream. It is the story you write with your life every single day.